I want to take you through the 3 core work areas that we've created here at Beyond Living to help our program participants get a job right before they even come into the program or shortly thereafter. In most cases, people will qualify for one of these 3, and as long as we have opportunities open, they can instantly jump in and start building an income stream and saving money, and that's very important as you think about the rebuild process. So I'm going to break down the 3 of these at a very high level, and then we'll actually go deeper into each one of these spaces in separate videos. Remember, Beyond Living is an integrated housing and vocational training program. So the idea is we want to not just give people a place to live, but also give them advanced training so that they can succeed in the marketplace, in the workforce. With that said, one of the things that makes this program so unique and different is our ability to provide that instant job that can connect them into bigger growth as part of those jobs and provide significant income in most of the job opportunities that we've created. So one thing we realized when we put Beyond Living together is we said, it's one thing to provide housing, but if people can't afford to pay their housing expenses, then it's very hard to grow that and help them. So we've got to have jobs. So how can we create jobs for people? So we actually launched companies and through partners to just do nothing other than create jobs, and we donate all the profits into Beyond Living and back to the program participants so that they can have success in the program. So I think that's pretty cool. So let me break down those 3 different areas. So one of the areas that is a very relatively simple space, and I'll explain why I say that in a minute, is in the area of transportation. So when you think about transportation, we break this into a few different phases between commercial and peer-to-peer, and we've got some consumer side transportation, but transportation jobs are almost abundant. There's always going to be a need for transportation in the economy, as far as I can see. Until they can figure out how to teleport things, you're always going to have to move things from point A to point B. So that creates a continuous stream of job opportunities in virtually every market, but of course, all major and secondary markets have a strong transportation demand. And so we can jump into those markets and instantly create those jobs and have those types of jobs. So again, check out our separate video that we have on the transportation, how we break that into different jobs. What's so great about transportation is that if somebody simply has a driver's license and can drive a vehicle, we can get them starting to earn good income right off the get-go. If they don't need that, you don't need to have a CDL license or anything like that, although that can help and can open up new opportunities. We're just talking a driver's license, but there's also opportunities in the same space that if you don't have a driver's license, you can actually be paired up with somebody who does. So that's what's pretty cool about the transportation space. We say high demand, depending on the types of transportation model, it can be really good income. And we've designed it so that our transportation model leads to growth and opportunities for people to actually enter the transportation space and create their own transportation businesses. So that's part of the vocational training program. Check out our vocational training, check out the 3 phases there, and it's in the 3rd phase there where we do this, and again, separate video. But that's pretty cool because you're not just getting in there to drive, you could actually be getting in transportation with a path for growth. So that's transportation. The second area that we have opportunities in is, we'll call it real estate and real estate services. So part of our network is surrounded by people with real estate experience and a lot of real estate investors. And that's important for several reasons. One, again, in real estate, it's something that's not going away. People buy and sell homes all the time. There's a need for lodging, need for housing, need for rentals, etc. There's maintenance, there's renovations. So again, check out our separate video just on our real estate services space, on the types of things that we do there. But this is a great one because, even me personally, I've been in real estate for over 20 years. I've owned real estate brokerage, title companies, I was in mortgages, etc. So I've been in the entire space to know the ins and outs of that industry. And it's critical as you think about building something and being involved in a space that you have mentors that know it very, very well. So again, that's another path that individuals can get involved in. And then the 3rd space is in the area of marketing and technology. And here, this is one of those areas that is, I think, been a missed opportunity. And this is actually part of the impetus for Beyond Living because one of the founders and I, we own a marketing company, but had that for over a decade. And it pretty much runs itself at the point. And we said, wait a minute, we don't need all the profits from this business. Why don't we teach other individuals how to do marketing and use the software tools that we've built and created and been running for over a decade, and teach them how to do it, because there's incredibly high margins. The margins in this space are not only high, but I love this space because we've made it easy enough that if people can use a computer, you can use our software to do some amazing things. And I love that because it allows people to work from home. They don't have to have a car to drive anywhere. They don't have to get around. I mean, you could be, for the most part, you can be pretty flexible in the hours you work. As long as you get the work done, you could do it on your own schedule. So that really opens up the door so people can focus on their training and education side of Beyond Living, and then have this as a mechanism to create the income for you to pay for the program and build a really good, healthy savings. And once again, this is a space where somebody could get so good at these different services in marketing and technology that they could open up their own private business doing this as they get experience. Or these skills might get them hired into corporate positions that have incredible benefits, health benefits, and everything else. They can, and because it's a need that is so big out there, and companies spend ridiculous amounts of money, let's put it that way, hundreds of millions of dollars into marketing all the time, and that money's going offshore today. So our whole goal in Beyond Living was to bring those expenditures right here back into the United States, fueling and helping our local communities by helping those in need that have a willingness and desire to grow. Again, in all this space and for Beyond Living in general, if individuals are not willing to work or learn, then this is not the right program. Now, we do have other spaces and other types of opportunities that I didn't mention here, but these are just the three core that we're heavily engaged in because we know these spaces so well. We can create the jobs, we can manage the jobs and help support the teams because it's in our roots. We're not reliant on any other third parties. These are all almost self-managed companies so that we can control the success for our program participants. So then the last part of this is volunteering. We also look for people in their work to actually volunteer. And in some of the spaces, like in the marketing space, these are opportunities where sometimes we'll have people who will do volunteer work in these spaces in exchange to offset the cost of their program. So they might, have more than one job. You work part-time in one and part-time in another, and it covers the program, and it's about giving back. If you went through our video on qualifying for the program, we talked about the importance of volunteering. So that's another piece of it as well. But that right there are the three main core work areas that we focus on within Beyond Living. You can learn more about each one of those different three in separate breakout videos that go in depth on the types of things that we do there, if any of you are interested in that. And if you are somebody who is excited about learning more about Beyond Living and what we're doing, or you know someone that might be interested or a good fit for the Beyond Living program, go ahead and click the link around this video and it'll take you right to our landing page. You can go to beyondliving.org if you can't find the link, and follow the path there. It'll take you right in to learn more about what we're doing. And as always, if you like this video, go ahead and like it right now. Subscribe to our channel, and if you're open to sharing this and Beyond Living, please do that. We want to make the biggest impact we can. So I want to thank you in advance for your continued support.